Hey, I'm Ray Talabas II. It's Monday, December 21st, 2021. Just shooting another review of another great cigar. It's Avo. Avo is a cigar brand with collaboration with Davidoff of Geneva, Switzerland. Avo Uvezian is the creator. He passed away about 3 or 4 years ago. And the cigar for tonight is the Avo Classic. The Avo Classic is a classic cigar. It's a wonderful cigar. It's a great introduction to Avo cigars in general. Avo Classics. The blend is Connecticut Shade USA wrapper around Dominican long filler and binder. Pretty much the standard for most Davidoffs and Avos in terms of the blend. A lot of Davidoffs are made with Ecuadorian shade wrapper. This happens to be a USA wrapper. You know, have to have a little bit of pride, having the wrapper come from America. Connecticut shade. Great cigar. I smoked many of these. I bought a box of them, and I basically have like maybe 6 left. So a wonderful cigar. I mean, this is another review that I'm shooting out there in 2021. I've done two previous. The previous two reviews that I did in 2021. Back in September, I did the Tatuaje La Verite 2013. And then maybe a month or two after that, I did the Trinidad Santiago, which was a Dominican Puro, and it was a wonderful cigar. Both were great cigars. Both were 5 stars. So 2021 is looking up. What you see in the background are some of my pictures that I took when I was at Towson University, when I was doing my first degree at Loyola College back in the 90s, probably around 1990 or 1989. I did some summer courses over at Towson, and I did a photography class, and got a name in that class. Love photography, black and white. They taught us how to develop the pictures that we took with our cameras in black and white. Color's a little bit more complicated, and we never learned that. But black and white was very beautiful, and I'm very proud of these pictures in the background. So yeah. So today's subject of the review is the Avo Classic. It's a robusto. The size is about 5 inches by 50 ring gauge. Um, Classic dimensions for a robusto. It should be very nice. It's around 4:30 in the morning, Tuesday morning actually, December 21st. Christmas is coming, December 21st, 2021. Still have a little bit of a COVID hangover with COVID rearing its head again during these holidays. I'm hoping everyone is safe out there and I'm hoping everyone is well. Um, so that's tonight's review is the Avo Classic Robusto. Um, I want to touch on a subject tonight that is kind of near and dear to me. Like I mentioned before, I graduated Towson University with an information systems degree, but I never really said that the focus of my degree, part of the focus of my degree was business. And I took 3 economics courses, macro, micro, and poverty economics. I got A's in macro and micro. I mean, it was just something that it was like breathing to me. I mean, economics was not very difficult for me. Got a B in the poverty economics. Unfortunately, I think my teacher screwed me. Pretty much 85% of my grade I had an A, and then I took the final and somehow I got a B. So, but I mean, like, screw it, man. Like, it is what it is, man. I mean, she just screwed me. But part of the review for tonight is that I want to talk about something like that's near to me that I learned in poverty economics. Ironically, it's called income or economic inequality and social inequality, and it's a very big issue, I think, in the world, even bigger than COVID, because there is so much poverty in the world. I mean, like, there's a lot of wealth in the world, but it's concentrated to a small portion of the population of the world. And with this small population of the world holding all this wealth, I mean, it should be a interest and a focus of these people who have wealth to 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 help out the poverty that is pervasive in this world. And that's part of the review of part of this review. So I'll be discussing that later. Economic and income inequality and social inequality. Something that I learned in a class called poverty economics. But so usually, as you know, I have beverages that I drink and showcase in my reviews. Gonna light up a Marlboro Red 100. I'll be drinking some water or agua in Spanish. Some cherry Kool-Aid. Don't drink the Kool-Aid, especially if you're from Jonestown. Some good old coffee with hazelnut creamer. And the alcoholic beverages for tonight. One of my favorites, the good old Coors. Coors in a can. Cans seem to be like a very trendy right now. And the last alcoholic beverage that I'm drinking is something that I call a Don Gorbachev, as in Mikhail Gorbachev. It's a mix of a drink that I probably invented. It's part tequila and part vodka. The tequilas I'll be using are the my favorite tequila of all time, and it's not even close. This is the Don Julio Blanco. As you can tell, I've imbibed in it. Don Julio is so smooth, just wonderful. Just my favorite by far. Coming up second, right now is the good old Luna Azul. This is a Reposado. Blanco is not aged at all, and Reposado is aged about 3 to 6 months, giving it a bit of more of a brown kind of flavor. And then the vodka that I'm using tonight is a good old Stoli, but it's orange, Stoli orange. Yeah, so Stoli orange. And the Don Gorbachev, my invented drink. It's 2 parts tequila, 1 part vodka, and over ice with a twist of lime. And looking forward to it. I've had one earlier tonight. So that's the review for tonight. The good old Avo Classic. My third review in 2021. Haven't done a review in about 2 or 3 months, and I thought I'd shoot one out there. It should be interesting. I think that you know, part of the human race is caring about others, and the problem with economic or income inequality and social inequality is that people suffer. You know, the wealth in the world is just terribly unequally distributed, and I think it's wrong that people are born into this world and they don't have a fair chance. They don't have the same opportunities as a small portion of the world, and maybe we should care. Anyway, so that's the review for tonight. The Avo Classic, and with an emphasis on discussing economic and income inequality as well as social inequality. I know it's a little bit heavy of a subject, but I hope you all have a happy holidays. We're only 4 days away from Christmas. Guys, love. Take care. Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. Hola. ¿Qué tal? Happy Hanukkah. And whatever holidays that you celebrate. Don't want to leave anybody out. Around the world, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Yeah, back to the review. It's going to be a wonderful review. I've smoked many of these Avo Classics. They're wonderful. This came out of my collection of cigars, out of my 13 humidors. This is another review of mine, one of my most recent review in 2021, soon to be 2022. I'm hoping for a better new year. I'm hoping for the best. Um, there's a lot of problems in the world, and but you know what? It's Christmas time, and I'm not going to dwell on those things. Let me put this cigarette out. Drink a Coors. So the review for tonight is the Avo Classic. Um, Avo is a brand created by Avo and produced by Davidoff of Geneva. As you know, Davidoff is my favorite cigar company. The blend for the cigar is a wrapper of USA Connecticut shade around aged Dominican long filler and binder. Let's go ahead and cut it. Tobacco, spice, sweet. Coming off the clipped head of the cigar, the Avo. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I have like 4 cigar lighters because they're all kind of like temperamental. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the most temperamental of my cigar lighters of these collection anyway. It's not the most temperamental of them all, but it's pretty temperamental. Ooh, that lit pretty good. Okay, enough of that. Oh boy, I hope I can light this thing. All right, my lighters. They're a little. They do what they do. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. My most reliable lighter, my desert island lighter. Just trying to get this cigar lit. Ooh, very nice. Go ahead and uh, toast the edge of the foot to ensure an even burn line. All right, the cigar is lit. I feel like that's an accomplishment. Hair's getting long. COVID, you know what I mean? It's like, do you get a haircut? You know what I mean? Is it safe to get a haircut? So, it's been a while. I mean, I have like 3 or 4 months, I imagine. I haven't had a haircut since my last review. And like I said, this is the third and most recent review of 2021. So, yeah. So, here we go. The Avo Classic. Mmm. Sweet. Sweet. Tobacco. A little bit of nuttiness. Um, Very beautiful. It's a Connecticut. It's a Connecticut shade wrapper. So, just beautiful. I'm hoping your holidays are well out there. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year. Um, you know, um, I just hope everyone is well out there. You know, it's it's hard. With COVID, and then you have like all this political instability. You know, for all of you people out there that have problems, I mean serious problems. I just hope that you find some kind of peace these holidays. It's easy to talk for America because America is the richest country in the world. And we do well. But I know around the world that you know I hope everyone is well. You know, and and are okay. You know. Mm. This is wonderful right now. This Avo. So let's talk about economic and income inequality and social inequality, and how I believe it's the most important issue in the world. Really, it's so easy to like think everything is fine if you live in America or you live in a first world. Because all we see is everyone's doing well. You know what I mean? Everybody has a house or an apartment, and everybody has enough to eat, and everything is fine. But it's not the truth. The majority of the world is suffering of hunger, of not having, running water, or electricity. There's a lot of like instability out there, and people are suffering. But it's easy if you live in a civilized world, a first world. We just see what's around us, and we don't understand that there are people out there who are in need, dire need, and it's a very important issue, even far outreaching even COVID. COVID just makes it worse. Now, you might not understand. Um, you look out your window in America, and I guess you could say that in Western Europe or whatever. You look out your window, everything looks fine. But even in America, there are tent villages. A lot of homelessness, especially in California. And there are people in need. And I don't think that I think because we don't understand that, because we don't see it firsthand, we're not aware enough to know that you know we can do something about this. You know, income inequality around the world, even in America. America is one of the worst income inequality countries. But it's even worse in like third world countries. You know, the people who have the properties and the resources are like 3%. And then the rest of the 97% or 90%, they have nothing. And that's what you call income inequality. It's the top 3 or 5% that hold all the wealth, and the rest are in poverty. It's a strata. From top to bottom, it's a strata. But, the strata become very steep between the 3% and the 5% and the 95% below that in a lot of these countries. You have these refugee camps like in Greece and Syria. These people are living in tents with no running water, and people have to share porta pots. Whole villages have to share porta pots, like 5 or 10 porta pots that don't flush, and no running water, no electricity in these villages, in these refugee villages. Now, I'm not blaming anybody. It's just that we don't know. We just look out the window and it's like everything is fine, but it's not. We can do something about this. I mean, it's the Christmas season. We should do something about this. And then you have social inequality, which is like inequality of healthcare and education and ancillary uh, things like education and healthcare, where people who don't have the are deprived of education and healthcare, and that's what you call inequality. They don't have the same opportunities for education and healthcare. In America, we're lucky, but around the world, there is a lot of social inequality, and that's a problem. But yeah, so that's part of this review. I mean, one of my other drinks, my alcoholic drink that I'm showcasing in this review is the Don Gorbachev. Now, the reason why I call it a Don Gorbachev is because it's a mixture of tequila and vodka. Obviously, the Don is Spanish for tequila, and the Gorbachev is Russian for Gorbachev and vodka. And the reason I chose Mikhail Gorbachev is because he was basically the only Russian president that America could trust. He was a Russian president that allowed for the East German Wall to fall. No small thing. In my mind, he was the greatest Russian president. And that's why I honored him with the drink that I think I created is the Don Gorbachev, which is 2 parts tequila and 1 part vodka. Or you can make it whatever ratio you want. It's a very delicious drink, actually. And a twist of lime. So if you're enjoying this review, my third review in 2021, like I said, my first review for 2021 was in September. After September 11, it was on the Trinidad, no, not Trinidad, the Tatuaje La Verite. Um, that review was about friendships in the 2020s and after COVID and during COVID. And then the review a month later or whatever was the Trinidad Santiago, and that was about holiday cigars and the taste test. And this third review in 2021, going into 2022, is on the Avo Classic, which is a classic, which is pretty appropriate for this cigar review. Just beautiful, just Wonderful tobacco, rich tobacco, sweetness, a little bit of sweetness, and nuttiness. It's just beautiful. Anyway, I don't want to hold you up too much longer. I'm gonna smoke this cigar, the Avo Classic. Um, the components of this cigar are USA Connecticut shade around long filler, aged Dominican filler and binder. The I want to say the body is medium plus. The flavor is full. Strength is medium. Um, the burn is really good, and the draw is excellent. I mean, like it's a Davidoff product, so you would imagine that the draw would be great, and the draw is great. So I'm gonna take a break. I hope everyone is well. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year. I hope everyone is well, and especially for the people out there that are struggling, you have my prayers. All right, guys, love. Hey guys, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa. Hope everyone's well out there, around the world. Feliz Navidad. Hope everyone's well. Back into the middle portion of the cigar review of the Avo Classic. It is a classic. It's a wonderful cigar. Um, I would say medium bodied, very flavorful, very delicious, very elegant, very fitting of Avo and Davidoff. A collaboration for the late Avo of Uvezian, Hendrik Kellner of Davidoff, and Davidoff of Geneva. Just a wonderful, wonderful, elegant, medium-bodied, elegant cigar. Very flavorful. It's fitting that we're kind of having this conversation during Christmas about poverty. Um, you know, being part of humanity. Um, it has. We have to have an interest in helping those in need. And sometimes we don't know because of the people, at least people in like wealthy nations, they don't have the insight because they don't see the pervasive poverty that the world um, swims in. But in this season of Christmas and Hanukkah, um, you know, if people knew the state of other people in poverty, abject poverty, um, I'm sure that we could harness the resources to help these people. And it's something that we should understand. I mean, one of my favorite movies is A Christmas Carol, especially the one with George C. Scott. And in the movie with George C. Scott, A Christmas Carol, his his associate that passed away, I forgot his name, but the ghost visited um, George C. Scott, who was um, he said that humanity is my business. You know, he was trying to tell trying to tell Mr. Scrooge, humanity is your business, not just economics, not just money, but humanity is your business. And that was part of the movie, A Christmas Carol. And the one that I was watching that had said it was with George C. Scott as the Scrooge. And the Scrooge, Mr. Scrooge learns his lesson. He became a very great man after being visited by 3 Christmas ghosts. Great cigar. Very delicious. A lot of tobacco, a lot of pepper, a lot of charcoal, nuttiness, very elegant. Like I said, it's kind of like medium plus body. Very flavorful, flavor plus, and strength is right there at medium plus. So there is a cigar review on this whole um, endeavor. Tobacco through the retro hail, sweet tobacco. Anyway, let's go ahead and make this Don Gorbachev in honor of Mikhail Gorbachev, the president, the former president of who passed away of Russia, Mikhail Gorbachev, the one Russian president that I believe America could trust. A man who oversaw the fall of the Berlin Wall, separating East Germany from Western, or Eastern Berlin and Western Berlin. Quite an achievement, actually. Nothing to be taken lightly. Anyway, so let's go ahead and make this Don Gorbachev. Don being Spanish for sir. And the reason why I call it Don is because I use tequila, which is Mexican, and Gorbachev is for the Russian vodka. Like I said before, the tequila, my favorite tequila is Don Julio. This happens to be Don Julio Blanco, which is non-aged. I'm gonna about an ounce. And go ahead and it's 2 parts tequila for me and 1 part vodka. Second tequila is Luna Azul Reposado, 100% de agave. Should be wonderful. That's about an ounce and a half, 2 ounces. And the Russian part, or the Gorbachev part, Stolesnaya, orange vodka. Good ounce and a half, 2 ounces. And twist of lime. with lime in there. Has ice. So this is the Don Gorbachev or Don Mikhail Gorbachev, Don Mikhail. Tequila and vodka over ice with a twist of lime. Mmm, mmm, delicious. Because vodka is a very neutral spirit. It doesn't have like a inherent flavor like tequila or bourbon or scotch. It's a very neutral spirit, so it tastes mostly of tequila, but it's kind of like a diluted kind of like flavor of tequila because the vodka adds its own spirit to the drink, and it's a very neutral spirit, and so you mostly it's like a diluted tequila and lime. So cheers to you. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year. I hope everyone is well out there. Um, Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. Mm, delicious. Well, I'm gonna take the label off the Avo because like it's gonna ignite if I don't. If I can take it off, it doesn't seem to want to come off. There we go. Kind of hurt the wrapper. That band didn't really want to come off. Yeah, so Happy New Year out there, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. I mean, for the fortunate people, um, everything seems okay, but my heart goes out to the people who are less fortunate, and I hope that we can help. I hope that as a people, as human beings, we can unite to help those people who are much, much less fortunate than we are. And that we can understand that no, the world isn't what we just see outside our window. The world is in much, much need. I mean, people are suffering. And as humanity, as humans, I hope we can we can understand that, you know, we want to help. You know, it's part of being a human being that if we see someone hurting, we want to help. As long as we can see that people are hurting. As long as we can see that people are hurting. And that's what I hope we can see, especially in this holiday season. So as far as economic and income inequality and social inequality, you know, just look. I mean, in the times of social media and the internet, we can search about what is happening in the rest of the world. And I'm hoping that once we look at this and see that there's a lot of suffering in the world because of poverty, you know, we can care about others. Um, well, I'm going to end this review during this holiday season, December 21st, 2021. Um, Merry Christmas out there. Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa. Um, I hope everyone is well and as well as they can be. I wish only the best for everyone. My recommendation for this cigar, the Avo Classic Robusto, 5 out of 5 stars. A medium bodied, medium plus bodied cigar, full flavor, medium strength, very elegant, very flavorful. Just a wonderful cigar. A beautiful cigar for this review. My third in 2021. Please be interested in all the people in the world. Be interested. God's love. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy New Year. This is my Don Gorbachev. My toast to you. Only the best. Cheers. Chin chin. Kampai. L'chaim. Merry Christmas, everybody. Let me end this review the way I usually end my reviews. All the best. Good health. Good wealth. Good fortune. Only the best of friends. And most importantly, family. Season's greetings. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy New Year. God's love.